Oh fuck, I didn't think I'd be making another commentary video in a while. But I guess times have changed, and there is a certain particular thread on Twitter that is going around that I want to talk about. Now, this thread comes from lesbian who's drowning in pussy. So, yeah, I mean, there's some obvious contradiction with, like, the use of they and then the name being lesbian who drowns in pussy. That just doesn't, queen of lesbians, something just doesn't add up here. Creator of Goblin Flag, okay, so this is a joke, right? I mean, like, you can't, I mean, I'm hoping, like, Goblin Pride Flag, it's gotta be a joke. Alright, let's, instead of being, I guess I'm gonna be labeled transphobic probably after that joke. Let's go ahead and get into this actual thread and deliver my criticisms. I had shitty delivery on those jokes, I'll totally own that. Okay, I don't know why I'm putting my sunglasses on, but let's go. Gonna do a thread of awful things matpat has done. Now, I have always thought of matpat, I used to watch his content. I've kind of slowly stopped caring about him and noticing just like how dumb he really is. Cause like, he tries to act intelligent, but really, he just doesn't come off as that. Like, with the amount of times he's like, this is gonna be my last FNAF theory, I've got this all right, and then like 20 videos later, okay guys, I promise this is the last FNAF theory. And there's just so many theories where it's like, it just seems like he's kind of reaching sometimes, like the Mario psychopathic theories, or Mario being faster than Sonic. Those were a few shitty ones. Even back in the day when I used to actually like matpat and a lot of his content, I thought the Mario being faster than Sonic was pretty dumb. So that just shows. Even in my time of ignorance, I still thought that was dumb. Alright. So, alright, let's actually get into this. Yeah, I think, judging by how this is going, they're gonna have a problem with those first jokes of the video. May 11, 2013. In this video, he tries to determine whether the Team Fortress 2 character, the Pyro, is a man or a woman, because that's the only two things it can be, right? Well, I mean, you do have to realize, he uploaded the video in 2013, and from my knowledge, from what I know, you know, this whole thing with, like, gender differences, I don't think it was as big as it is now. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I think in 2013 it was kind of just male and female, and then like the other like social gender stuff was kind of on a rise. I'm not so sure, but you insult him on this even though he grew up in a time where male and female was the only thing. He was taught in a time of that. Even now, me, as of right now, I think there's only male and female. If you want to identify as like a they or a them or any other dumb thing, can't say dumb, I don't care. I identify as whatever you want, alright? It's just, some people don't agree with that, and if you're gonna get on to them for not agreeing with that, I just can't agree with you on that one either. And again, it's a video game character, so I don't see where you're getting your panties in a bunch about, because it's just a video game character. Which, again, that's kind of my point for these next two things. In this video, he calls Pyro this thing, calls them a she-male, which, again, you would have a valid point if it was a real human, but Pyro is a character from Team Fortress 2. He is pixels on a screen. He's not real, he's in fiction. So, what are you bitching about? Cause like, this just seems something done. Also, real quick, I want to point out some hypocrisy, because in this, she gets on to matpat for calling Pyro this thing, when within the same exact tweet, in the same exact thread, they call Pyro an it. Just some fun hypocrisy. Pushes weird homophobic pseudo-science that gay men have different finger lengths than straight men. Is that true? Let me find this video. Let's see. I'm gonna guess I just type matpat. What gender is Pyro? Game theory. That is. I don't know the actual name of the episode. Oh, there, I found it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and trim through this 12 minutes and get back to you guys. Okay, just skimmed through the video a bit, or well, I watched up to the 7-minute mark. I don't know why I tried to say 7:20. That's not how you say it. 7-minute mark. And yes, he does kind of push some, I guess you could say, homophobic like science. I didn't really get the science, to be honest. I mean, I guess with men and women, I guess I could see the different finger length thing. It was just the gay man thing. I'm just like, I don't. That doesn't seem to add up too much. That probably isn't right. And I mean, like, yeah, he also like talked about how like gay men have less testosterone than a straight man. That's why they're gay. That's what she also points out. They points out. And I mean, I almost said he's correct. Whoops, no, he's not. I think it's just he has outdated science, might be the case. I mean, I don't want to defend him too much on this. This is clearly worth criticism. Whether I think he should be canceled, which her original username before she changed it was trying to cancel matpat or something along those lines. Did I just say her again? Oh my god, I'm sorry if I keep saying that. I legitimately mean that one, like, honestly. Like, I'm not like trying to do this on purpose. I legitimately just casually say it and I'm just like, oh wait, that's not the correct term. So if you are watching this video, if I like keep saying the wrong pronoun, I legitimately do apologize on that. I'm trying to use the right one. Jesus, I am fucking terrible. Alright, continuing. So they then list out that gender establishment BS, which, I mean, I don't think it's BS, personally, from the stuff I've seen, of course. Because I only watched the 7 minutes, so like if there's something I missed within the rest of it, I will take the fault on that. I was just kind of watching for the homophobic, like, pseudoscience stuff. But of what he established, it was kind of like physical traits between male and female, and he would be correct on that. I don't see why you would try to deny that, because of physical traits, male and females are different. It isn't something, I think it's something you shouldn't argue. I think that's it, really. She also lists out that he claims that they're gay, which, I mean, I don't see why that's a problem. I guess with him using like faulty, outdated science, I guess you can make that point. Hey, future DP here. While I'm editing this video, I kept going back to the thread multiple times to get the screenshots for it. While I was recording this, I just had the thread up, so that's why I constantly do like this. So I was reading it. So when I read through, like, I don't know, the 5th time, I reread the part where she was talking about. I'm gonna keep doing that, and they're gonna think I'm doing it on purpose. I'm not doing it on purpose. Okay, and then they would then bring up the part where that led to the conclusion that they're gay. I was a bit tired, so I didn't read it completely, but they were talking about schizophrenia. They were saying that matpat said the person said Pyro had schizophrenia, which led him to think was gay. Which, yeah, that is pretty dumb. I didn't realize that. Okay, now back to old video me. But again, I don't want to harp on matpat too much for this, because again, it was 2013, so, you know, science changes, stuff changes. So, you know, it's expected that, like, if he uses something, it might later become outdated. Like how transgenders were considered a mental illness and have later been changed to not really. It's something that happens a lot with science, where something is said, and then that research is conducted that gives the contrary. So I don't want to harp him too much on that one, but yeah. July 11th, 2012. Defends the old Jinx design that looks like blackface by saying, well, it wasn't on purpose, because it's not racist if it's on accident. Well, I do want to say a few things here. I don't think they were intending a blackface look. I do think it was on accident. I think what matpat is meaning by that is he isn't saying like, oh, it's not racist because it was on accident. I think he's just more saying like, yeah, it probably wasn't a good idea, but let's not harp on Nintendo too much. They didn't mean that. And yeah, I don't think they were intentionally like trying to do a blackface thing. It just seems so un-Nintendo, you know? So I don't think it's something they would intentionally do. Again, if there's evidence that says the contrary, then sure, I'll take your word on that one. But as of right now, it just kind of seems like they made a design, and then it happened to look racist, and then Nintendo was like, oh shit, gotta change that. We didn't intend that, but yeah. And that's why they made it purple. If they really intended it, they would have never changed it, you know? So it definitely was on accident. I'm not saying, but again, I can't not talk. You could, again, say, yeah, it's still racist, though, and you would still be in the right. It's just, again, I don't think he was trying to make the argument that it's not racist anymore. I think he was just saying, you know, they didn't intend it. Alright. Next. October 20th, 2013. In this video, he tries to prove that Mario has some form of mental illness, which I actually watched this video, but I do not remember this, so I'll have to watch it again. In this video, he gathers up evidence of Mario being shitty to other characters. Yeah. Uses this to prove he has PTSD, implying that all people with PTSD are like this. I don't necessarily think he's trying to imply that. I think he was more just saying, like, PTSD can lead to a symptom of Mario's. Now, whether he's right or wrong on that is beyond me. I don't think that makes you not let your brother win at sports, cheat on your girlfriend, and the other shit that he pointed out in the video. I don't think it does that, but disorders and mental illnesses, well, I don't really know if you classify PTSD as one of those, because that happens through something happening. I don't know, but stuff like that can have different effects on different types of people, and I don't think he was trying to go with the angle that, like, this is how PTSD affects everyone, just this could be how it's affecting this specific video game character. And I want to reiterate, so far a lot of this is like video game characters, and I mean you are in the full right to criticism on a shitty theory, and most of these have been pretty shitty theories. It's just when you're trying to claim he's homophobic or a racist, trying to defend racism, it's like I don't see it, you know? I just don't. But again, yeah, you know, PTSD can have different effects on different types of people. Make them super scared, make them super angry. I just don't know if PTSD would make you react like how Mario does, at least how matpat shows him. Calls Mario a maniac, even though mania and PTSD are two different things. That is a fair point, yes, they are definitely two different things. Generally villainizes the character he claims has PTSD. I mean, well, that's kind of the whole point. I understand your point of view, of course. You know, he's trying to imply they're a bad person is like, oh, well, they might have PTSD. And I could see that as like, oh, well, why would you villainize someone with PTSD? But, I mean, at the same time, the whole video is talking about him being sociopathic. And, I mean, if you're sociopathic, you're kind of a villain. No really way around that. But again, I do get where you're coming from. May 5th, 2014. makes a video about anti-LGBTQ rhetoric in video games. I actually don't remember this one. A lot of these older ones I don't know. I never watched them. Like the Pyro video, I never watched that. In this video, he conflates drag with being trans, conflates incest with queerness. I'm gonna guess those are jokes, but me being me, I'm gonna double check. Okay, I watched the video. I saw no mention of trans with like drag. Now maybe I missed it because I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of getting bored watching these older matpat videos. He has much more energy in the newer ones, and like if I had to sit through one of those, I can probably do it. It's just this one, I'm kind of getting bored. But like I watched through, and it didn't seem like at any point he was mentioning like trans in the drag. He was just talking about like cross-dressing. And then in terms of like gay, like it conflates incest with queerness. I didn't at any point see that. The closest I saw was him making a joke about like Cloud and Seth Roth fanfics. I don't know. I mean, if they're related, I didn't know that. And second, I don't think he was doing that as like, oh yeah, all gay people are, you know, fuck their siblings. I think he was doing that just because like, you know, weird fan fiction. Kind of a common thing everyone makes fun of. Weird fan fiction. I don't know what you didn't get about that. I mean, there's so much weird shit you can find. I mean, of course, to me it's weird. To other, like, people who made it, it isn't weird. But there, you know, there's so many like things you can find of like fan fiction and all that, and it gets weird. So I think that's what he was joking about. All right, October 23rd, 2014. Now we're getting starting to get a little recent. Actually, no, that was the other video was from 2014. I'm sorry. This is his first theory on the FNAF game series. In this video, he claims the game is about a real-life murder where a man killed his former co-worker and bosses after being fired. Is that what's the problem? Computing the problem, because I can't fucking find it. I don't see the problem with this. I never watched this video, but I clearly don't need to watch it to have context. Full context is given. I don't see the problem. There are so many games, there are horror games that are based off real events. And I don't see what's the problem with this. If your problem is that he did something, like he was wrong about that guess, well fine. That's not a bad thing though. I don't see how that's something bad NatPat has done. You had me for a bit, and then just threw this one out. Like, oh yeah, he said a horror game has similar ties to an actual murder. And? What the fuck's the problem? And I'm just fucking dumb, and I just don't get what the problem is. I legitimately hope you see this so I can hear what the problem is, because I don't hear the problem. August 20th, 2017. Ooh, okay, this is actually recent. This was his first theory on the web series Petscop. I know Pyrocynical did a video about this. Good video. In this video, he claims that the web series is based on a real-life murder of a small girl by her adoptive mother and several doctors. Literally, Pyrocynical and tons of other people talked about this theory, compared it to that actual murder. So again, as I said with the FNAF shit, what the fuck is the problem? April 14, 2018. This video was about debunking the mainstream media claim that Fortnite makes people violent. This has a lot to unpack, so this will be a bit longer than the other ones. 1 out of 7. Oh boy, let's go. Starts off by making fun of streamers who did the stripper lick challenge, but instead of woman, it's a fat man, because a fat man being licked by another man is funny. Who wouldn't want to be sexual with a fat man? Fat man. Definitely not homophobic and fat shaming at all. I mean, dude, it's a joke. Do you know what those are? Fucking Christ. Alright, right off the fucking bat, taking jokes out of context. I mean, they were already doing that, but like, oh my. Really? I mean, I don't even know how to fucking justify this. This is dumb. No, it's a fucking joke. Oh great, this is getting better. In preparation for this video, he did a survey where he had a put your own gender option and take time to read out. Put your own gender option and take time to read out several of transphobic jokes that were written. Ooh, transphobic jokes. Ooh. Did you see the key word when you ripped that? You know the key word. There's a little keyword you put. It's spelled Jokes. Little keyword there. Jokes. So, something he didn't mean. And the comment section of the video was filled with similar jokes. Oh no. The comment section. Oh no. His fans made similar jokes. Dude, I so fucking care. Oh, he made the Apache helicopter joke. It's not like that was an ongoing meme that everyone was doing. No. Transphobic. A little piece of human fecal matter. A gay Japal. I don't fucking know. Weaponized battle toaster. Oh, yeah. You hear that, guys? That's transphobic. Okay, I want to clarify a few fucking things here. One, isn't transgender switching from one gender to the other? Right? So wouldn't like this separate pair of like identifying as random other things like they or a horse or like any of these other things, wouldn't that be separate from like trans identification? I don't know, maybe I'm just retarded, but I feel like those are like always been established as two different things. I don't know, it's like you guys are confusing me because you made this new word and I don't know the definition of it and how it works. You just throw it around at anything that isn't like racism or homophobia, it seems. So, I mean, I think you guys need to like kind of get a set definition for this fucking word because I don't know what it is at this point. He was later called out by several times on Twitter for this. Let's see these callouts. Hey, at matpat.gt, I hope you realize that literally anybody who wrote an object instead of an actual gender is literally just trying to undermine the existence of trans people. No, they aren't. The fact that you went out of your way to only induce male/female in your results came off as transphobic. Dude, what the yeah, I'm not reading the rest of these. That's dumb. Oh, there one more. Matpat. Would have preferred if you hadn't give the lol, I'm an Apache helicopter. Transphobic asshole, a platform in your video and especially highlighting them in your comments. But the theory, more like study, was interesting nonetheless. To which you get really defensive calling this a witch hunt and did nothing while his fans harassed the people he responded to. As I always say, you can't control your fans. Let's make a scenario here. Alright, let's say I was making the same exact video, but instead of having 25 subscribers, I had 1 million, right? And I start off the video by saying, don't go harass this person, right? Which, by the way, for the people who are watching this, don't do it. This person doesn't deserve it. Especially with how, like, not as bad of the other dumb stuff I've seen on Twitter. This isn't even fucking worth it. I mean, harassment is never okay, but this is, it's like, I want to try to rationally argue with a person like this. So, yeah, definitely don't go harass them. But, back to my point. I could say, don't go harass that person. And you know what some of the fans will still do? They will still do that. Because they don't want to listen. They feel like they need to defend this said YouTuber. No matter who it is. It can be someone that is like really capable of defending themselves or really bad at doing it. They will still feel like they have to do it. Even if the person has told them not to do it. Fans should never, like, the owner of the content should never be responsible for what his fans do. Because at the end of the day, some of them aren't going to fucking listen. And there's no way to filter out who's going to and who's not. And then here's matpat's response. Clearly, I respect the community so much that I left the field completely open because I wanted everyone to be able to express themselves exactly as they identify. The responses I cited were intended as jokes by the people who entered them. Point your witch hunt somewhere else. Yikes. See, you're probably wondering why I said point your witch hunt. Well, see, the thing is, you guys are like trying to cancel him, and you know, people usually refer to cancel culture as a witch hunt because that's kind of what it fucking is. He literally gave a half-assed apology, but the damage was already done. Oh, wow. So, you know, he apologizes for it, but, oh, doesn't matter. You know, doesn't fucking matter that he apologized, because damage is already done. You made the joke, that's it. You can't learn from your mistakes. You can't apologize for that. That's it. Oh, you defended it as well for a bit? Yeah, no, too far. You know, he definitely doesn't mean that apology. It's not like he thought one way and then later fucking changed his point of fucking view. You... Alright, let's give that a go again, without trying to be civil here, aren't we? That's my challenge for this video, trying to remain civil. Let's go. So here's his apology. Just to clarify, no data was thrown out due to gender response. Then he asked a Twitter user, just let me know that Attack Helicopter has a transphobic history. I wasn't aware and I'm sorry for including it. I assumed it, like most of the answers, was just a dumb meme people wrote in. See, he was clearly told that, you know, he shouldn't make that joke because it has a bad history. But I guess that isn't enough for you. What do you want? But a week prior, he posted this apology under a different video for getting facts wrong. And then that's a really long comment. I am not reading that all. But let me just clarify this here. With him being a like a fact channel focusing on facts and science, it's prompted he would respond in a manner like this. He wants to make sure that, you know, he doesn't get anything wrong. So, you know, that's kind of dumb to compare him making a joke that he didn't realize was bad and, you know, getting facts wrong on a video. Those are like two different things. One can be really damaging, you know, getting facts wrong, depending on what his fact was, of course. That can be really fucking damaging for your reputation. So, you know, he's got to be much more careful with that one. Then there's the Heartbound controversy. Basically, matpat was called out in early 2019 by Pirate Software for streaming their new game without putting its name in the title or thumbnail of the video and not putting a link in the description. He got really defensive. Okay, this is the one thing I'll give you a pass on, because that was actually a dumb thing matpat did. He had no reason to do that, because, you know, you can't pull the, like, oh, you know, putting the link, you know, like, messes up the algorithm for YouTube, linking it to somewhere else. Don't you, like, link every other fucking game? You know, let's check that right now. Let's go to fucking Game Theory, and let's go to their second channel. Let's see here. Film theories. GT Live. Let's go to this, you know. Click on a random video of them playing a game. I'm gonna click. Well, let's look. Baldi. Baldi's Basics Plus. Let's see. Subscribe to GT Live. Find the game here. Link straight to the game. matpat. And then you're gonna fucking pull the like, oh. Don't want to put that link, because that was a dumb choice of his, and him getting defensive about it just was also dumb. Let's see what he said. I don't remember his response. I'm sorry to hear you're disappointed in our recent playthrough of Heartbound, but what you see as disrespectful, I would argue is the opposite. Let me explain. How the fuck is that not... Dude, what are you talking about? How is that not disrespectful? You were literally playing someone's game, saying it's not... It is somebody else's game, not crediting that game, or not even fucking linking it, dude. That is fucking disrespectful as shit. First, I don't review the thumbnail tags, descriptions, etc. prior to live stream going up anymore. That's handled by 2 members of our team. However, I trained them, so their decisions are on me. Okay? It's still your fault. You can't just be like, oh, well, that's someone else's job. Well, if a mistake like this is happening, you should probably take it upon yourself to fucking review it at that point. And again, why aren't you fucking reviewing the titles, the thumbnails, and the description of your own fucking videos, dude? That's the dumbest thing to do. That said, their goal is to make a live stream as searchable as possible, and for games with limited searchability, that's important as it gets them to the audience and attention they deserve. It's the same rationality behind our Deltarune video being branded as Undertale 2. But again, dude, you shouldn't. If removing credibility from someone means that makes it searchable, just don't fucking do it at that point. You know, it's like you shouldn't focus so much on searchability at that fucking point. You should be like, fuck it, put the fucking credit. All right, I know I understand that you want to like grow and shit, but you can't just be like, oh yeah, fuck credit. I want to be noticed, not this guy. Fuck this guy. I want to be noticed. It's kind of what it sounds like, dude. Until he got called out by the legend himself, PewDiePie. He eventually apologized and fixed the issues, but he's a grown-ass adult and should have known better. I mean, I disagree on that one. I think people can make mistakes. In this situation, he is definitely in the wrong, and I was even criticizing him. That was a dumb choice of his. But to say, oh, he's a grown-ass adult, implies that he's not allowed to make mistakes, and I think that's a terrible mindset to have. Everybody can make mistakes, regardless of their age. You shouldn't focus on like, oh, this person's 20. They shouldn't be making mistakes. How could they make those mistakes? Everyone can make a mistake, alright? To put them at gunpoint and say you're not allowed to change from those mistakes is bad. And again, I understand you're going through his history, but how you word shit, it almost seems like you're saying he's not allowed to change by like implying like, oh, but he's a grown-ass adult. He should have known better. Implies that he's just not allowed to make mistakes ever, which, again, is a dumb rhetoric, a dumb thought process. Alright, new video. March 14, 2020 actually is a new video, holy shit. He makes a video about which video game character could survive the coronavirus. I actually saw this, I think this was when like I was still subbed to him, but like didn't watch him at all. Because I was doing that for a really long time, where I was just subbed to him, but I wouldn't watch him. I think like I was doing that like since 2019, I think. In this video he makes several racist jokes about China and the virus. Again, jokes. I'm not even gonna skim through the fucking video. It's a joke, and you clearly know it's a joke, so shut up. This video also is just tasteless considering how early the lockdown it was posted. I mean, I do agree the video was kind of a dumb idea. It just showed he was low in content. I don't think it was tasteless necessarily. But I will agree. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could argue that it was tasteless, but I don't know. I think comedy limits can be dumb sometimes. But I guess I can see your point with the virus. You probably want to wait a bit longer. And I mean, I do agree the video was a dumb idea. You know, it makes you look like you have like no content to make. It's like, oh, what video game character can survive the coronavirus? Oh, you're that low in fucking content, dude? Jesus. Out of the wider range of fucking games, you can't think of a single thing to fucking pull out of your ass and sit there and try to fucking stretch into a video? You can't? Really now? I mean, what about your fucking beloved FNAF series that you made, like, I don't fucking know how many videos at this point on, and you're telling me that just like, oh, can't fucking do anything. He's also a huge simp for you know who. Oh, what's their proof, you ask? Oh, he made a video. Oh, he made a tweet about them. Let's see. Yeah, he made a video saying, leave Pewds alone. And then he makes a tweet. Hey, at Times Magazine, I fixed your list. If a person who has gotten billionaires to talk memes, raised hundreds of thousands for charity, and started a worldwide movement to subscribe, doesn't make your list, it's not a very good list. Love, matpat. I don't know. I wouldn't consider PewDiePie. I would consider PewDiePie on the 100 most influential people. I wouldn't say he's super high though. You know, of the people that have existed through time, PewDiePie is like probably nowhere there. You know. I want to also clarify one thing real quick. I think with the PewDiePie stuff, with her saying like, oh, you know, he's being a simp for him, I don't think that's proof of simpery. I think that's just proof of him looking up to PewDiePie. I think that's what that is. And then second, I also want to see, with the video Leave Pewds Alone, I think that was completely warranted. I mean, right now on Twitter, right now, I kid you not, people are exposing PewDiePie for music he listens to. That's how petty this shit's getting. So, I think it's completely warranted to say leave him alone. Of course, this came out before that, but this is when, like, every journalist on the fucking face of the earth was taking a joke out of context and posting it at him. So I don't think it's proof of simpery, just him looking up to someone. I do agree, yeah, maybe he should be on the list, but I don't think he'll be as high as you think, dude. Alright, moving on to the actual theory. I can't fucking thread. He also refers to Chris as he or she throughout the Deltarune series, despite them referring to with they/them. Whatever. At the end of the day, it's still just a bunch of pixels you're getting offended for, which is honestly pretty sad. So, let's go to the next point. July 23rd, 2020. In his video about the Joker, he opens with a skit. There's a character that's his mother, but it's him photoshopped to look like a woman, but with pronounced 5 o'clock shadow. The joke is that a woman with facial hair is funny and deserves mocking. What? No, literally it isn't. It's just him, like, pretending to be a woman as a joke. It had nothing to do with, like, trans or women with facial hair. Literally the joke was just, oh yeah, you know, he's trying to be a girl. Literally there was one where, like, his girlfriend was, like, voice acting as Thanos. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to watch the video. It's like, oh yeah, that's the joke he's doing. But even then, it's still a fucking joke. There's also this nasty shit. Oh my god, is that Samus? I can see that titty outline. No, I don't think I like that too much. Oh, is that? Those titties are almost fucking showing. Zelda, almost fucking naked. Okay, this is too far. I gotta cancel that now. He's a fucking straight. What the fuck? How dare? Fucking dare he like this fucking shit? Peach is almost naked. It's too far. Too fucking far. Okay, anyway, we're moving on. I'm not even gonna try to refute that. He tried to pin Etika's suicide on cancel culture. Now, why would an extremely problematic person try to connect a tragedy to that? I don't see him as problematic. I think he's just trying to, link stuff together for reasoning. I think what he's trying to do is link stuff together to pin a problem that he doesn't want to occur in the future with Etika. Now, is he wrong about it being a cancel culture thing? Of course he fucking is. Cancel culture, like, never affected Etika. But he's also stole so much fan art for his videos. If that's true, then, you know, that is kind of bad, I guess. Pretty dumb. December 14th, 2013. Ooh, going back to the past. Ironic. Oh, well, I'm about to talk about. I just said that. He thinks the reason the character of Angry Video Game Nerd acts the way he does is because he has ADHD. Anyone with ADHD would tell you that's a load of shit. That is a load of fucking shit. Tries to justify Thanos' actions using the old rhetoric from 1800s. You're getting offended over something fake. Why would you care that, I'm trying to explain this in a logical way. Why would you think, a fictional character killing fictional people is, like, a problem that he would try to justify and act like that. Because I don't think it is. It seems like something kind of dumb, you know? It's like, why would that matter? Because, you know, he's just snapping fake people out of existence. Then he attacks all his fans. Yeah. Then he just attacks all the fans. She's probably going to attack me next after this video. She's going to call me a bootlicker. Even though she's going to be clearly wrong, because there's multiple parts in this video where I actually criticize matpat and agree with criticism. But, you know, it is what it is. If you actually did make it to the end of this video, and, you know, aren't criticizing me for being a bootlicker, then congratulations for actually listening to me. I will give you that certificate if I'm completely wrong on that guess. I made that guess because that's what a lot of people like to do. See how it goes though. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Just kind of wanted to do a short commentary. This commentary isn't actually going to be short, but it was short to make. So anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video. Whenever it comes out. Because my other projects that I got coming are going to take way longer than this short commentary. Anyway guys, peace.